What if your struggles with self-control aren't really about willpower at all, but about missing skills you were never taught to build? Some people feel constantly overwhelmed and impulsive. Others feel locked down, unable to relax or enjoy life. Both are signals that your skills for managing emotion and behaviour aren't meeting life's demands. And that's not a flaw, it's a growth signal. I'm Dr. Tony Weston, psychotherapist, executive coach, clinical supervisor, and award-winning researcher. Over the past 2 decades, I've supported over 1,200 clients to move beyond labels and into genuine self-mastery. Out of this work, I created the Lifelong Capacities Map, a developmental model that reframes symptoms as signals for growth. If you've ever wondered why willpower fails, or why you swing between being overwhelmed or over-controlled, this video is for you. We'll cover 3 things. First, why the old hot versus cool system doesn't explain the full picture. Second, how the Lifelong Capacities Map shows where your signals are uneven. And third, what you can do to build a healthier balance. And I'll give you a practical takeaway you can use straight away. Walter Mischel's famous marshmallow test told us self-control was all about delaying gratification. Later, Steve Peters's chimp paradox described our inner battle between the emotional chimp brain and the rational human brain. Both models are helpful, and they oversimplify. They make it sound like you're either run by your chimp or run by your human brain. And if you fail, it's because your willpower wasn't strong enough. But in reality, willpower isn't a muscle you either have or don't. It's a collection of psychological skills. When those skills are underdeveloped, brittle, or overwhelmed by stress, willpower collapses. That's why so many high achievers tell me, I can control myself at work, but at home, I fall apart. It's not because you lack discipline, it's because discipline is only one skill, and others haven't yet caught up. Here's where the Lifelong Capacities Map changes everything. Instead of a binary chimp versus human battle, the map shows 12 metadomains and 48 specific skills, each developing along a continuum. Let's map the hot versus cool systems. The hot system, impulsive, emotional, fast, lines up with skills like adaptive emotional processing, competency 1.2, impulse control 6.1, and somatic attunement 8.2. When underdeveloped, you get overwhelm, flooding, and impulsivity. The cool system, reflective, planned, rational, maps to strategic foresight, competency 2.2, focus and attentional control 2.3, and discipline in deliberate practice 6.2. When over-relied on, you get rigidity, suppression, and perfectionism. So what looks like a chimp versus human conflict is actually an uneven profile of skills, some overdeveloped, some underdeveloped, leading to a capacity context mismatch. Let me tell you about a client who I'll call Ravi, a senior executive I worked with. In the boardroom, he was ice cool, strategic foresight 2.2 and discipline 6.2 in overdrive. But at home with his children, his impulse control 6.1 and adaptive emotional processing 1.2 collapsed. He swung between rigidity and reactivity. Therapy wasn't about suppressing his chimp or strengthening his human. It was about developing the missing skills so he could be consistent across contexts. Integration happens when both systems develop fully and can work together. Instead of hot running wild or cool locking down, you build skills like emotional agility 1.3, reliable execution and follow-through, 6.4, adaptive self-monitoring, 10.3, and recovery practices, 8.4. This isn't about being perfectly calm all the time. It's about flexibility, knowing when to draw on your hot energy, when to call on your cool reflection, and how to bring them into balance. And when you do, the benefits aren't just psychological. Long-term research shows that unmanaged stress and poor self-regulation increase risks of cardiovascular disease, immune dysfunction, and shortened health span. Building these skills protects both your mind and your body. So here's your first step. Notice whether you tend more toward under-control, flooding, impulsivity, or over-control, rigidity, suppression. That awareness is the entry point to growth. To help you practice, I've created a short guided exercise, today's PsycheScription. You'll find the link below. It's a 3-minute reset you can return to anytime to rebalance hot and cool systems. If this resonates, you'll find the full roadmap in my book, Transform Your Life, The Ultimate Guide to Self-Mastery. It walks you through the 12 capacities, 48 skills, and practical steps to build balance across every domain of your life. The link is below, and alongside the book, download today's PsycheScription to begin applying this work straight away. Remember, you're not broken. Struggling with self-control doesn't mean you lack willpower. It means life is demanding skills that haven't yet been fully built. And that's good news, because skills can be grown. On this channel, we're a growing community redefining what mental health means. You are not alone in this journey.